And welcome to another episode of the Rich Buddy Live Show. This is going to be kind of a short one. We're going to talk about luxury watches. Let's talk about Omega. We'll talk about Omega watches, specifically the Omega Speedmaster. We'll talk about Rolex watches. What are the hottest Rolexes we're looking at this year? And who knows how long this discussion will go on. Let's see if a few heads join us, and we'll get this discussion rolling. All right? Let's do it. Hey, welcome. Welcome to another episode of the Rich Buddy Live Show. I'm your host, Rich Buddy, and this is my new pal, Snakey, somewhere hanging out behind my head there. So, how's it going, guys? Gonna maybe go at it a little slow in the beginning, let some heads join us. It's been months since I've live streamed, and we don't do this much often. So I'm thinking about getting back into doing the live streaming again. My pain level has just gotten so high that I think I just need to come back and maybe start doing the live streams again for comfort, for fun, for something else to do, and to hang out with you guys again like we used to do. So we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a go. You know, strike one, strike two, strike three. We'll see how I do. Maybe the pitcher can throw me a few balls and we can make it through a few shows. All right. If I don't get strangled. This dude seems like he's strangling me right now. So anyway, I see we've got a couple of heads that have joined us. Welcome, Monkey Tennis Lee. Yeah, what's up, Tim? Let's talk a little bit about, what are you guys wearing right now? What do you guys got on? Or let's talk about, like, what have you acquired? Any new acquisitions? So I think a lot of you guys know that I picked up the Snoopy. So I've got my Snoopy on. My last acquisition prior to this Snoopy was in April of 2019, and that was my Rolex Black Daytona. Hey, Mr. Padilla, hats off to you. Hope the family's well. April 2019 was my last watch purchase. Well, that's not true. My last watch purchase was this one, but because it was paid in full, but it wasn't delivered until just a couple of weeks ago. So it's kind of crazy how much my watch purchasing, my watch acquisitions slowed down. We picked up six in my final year, I think. I don't know. And times have changed. We can't quite afford them as much as we used to anymore. But we do have some pre-orders that are on the table, and we're going to be getting them. Yeah, I like it. I've been wearing it here and there. I'm trying not to, burn it out. I don't want to scratch it or anything, and I don't want to ruin the strap after I don't want to right away. The strap's been sitting here in my safe for, 2.5 years without a watch. So it is a great watch. I think it does the job. It looks the job. It's fun at the same time. I mean, to be honest, I don't have a fun watch, one that's silly with characters on it and stuff. The strap, you're right. The strap is absolutely the ticket on this. It's trying to get away from the dark, gloomy, sad blues, the dark colors. This helps make it pop. So Reverso for you. You know what? I've been looking at reversos a lot. I always look at reversos. As a matter of fact, when I went to the watch mall last week, I went into JLC, and the boutique person was on the phone for a while with a customer. So I just peeked my head around in there, looked around at some of the reversos in there, and left. I mean, I'll say it again, like I've always said it. When it comes to MSRP, paying the manufacturer's suggested retail price, or even negotiating a little bit of a discount off that, you can't go wrong with JLC. I mean, JLC and Omega, their watch prices, their boutique prices at MSRP are, they're not crazy. It's not like they're asking the moon for their watches. They're not asking the moon for their moon watches, I mean, asking $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a reverso. I mean, that's reasonable. They're about $7,000, $8,000. At least the last time I walked in. I didn't ask for pricing the last time that I walked in, but prior to the last time I walked in, they're like $7,900 on the shelf. I mean, that's kind of crazy, I'm curious if JLC discounts or doesn't discount, at all. So this is my new pal here. Whoa, where are you going? Whoa, where are you going? This is my new pal here, and this is not a snake to be taken lightly. Okay, she got a grip. Okay, I don't want to force her. Where are you going? I can't get out. Okay, she's got me on the chair. So this is actually a snake I have to be pretty delicate with. It's not this is an aggressive snake. Leave it to me to pick an aggressive snake. This is a snake that will strike you. It's not a child-friendly snake, put it that way. Let me get this sucker off. So anyway, the Omega and JLC prices are just, they're perfect. I mean, has anybody here ever bought a JLC retail? I'll tell you which ones I wished I bought at retail when I was looking at them were the stone dials. The JLC Reverso limited edition stone dials. They had a few of those. The one was like a tiger eye stone. One was some kind of an emerald stone. If you're going to get a JLC Reverso, unless you're going to get one specifically that you've been wanting for 10, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, like maybe an annual calendar with a moon phase. There's certain functions people usually look for when they're wanting a reverso. But for me, I think it's really cool to get one of their limited edition stone dials. It's not something everybody has. It probably an easy flip if you need to. Here you go. You just let off me. There you go. Come here, girl. And where are you going? Come here. Oh my God. No, come here. Oh yeah. Give everybody a look. Say hello. Don't bite me, please. Say hello. There you go. Can you say hello? You want to show everybody your head? That's a green tree python. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Green tree python. She has 100 rattlesnake sharp teeth. Non-venomous, but her bite will hurt you. Her bite will definitely hurt you. Imagine 100 hypodermic needles poking you in your skin at the same time. So yeah, I kind of grew some balls to handle this guy. I just went into it, man. It took me a couple of weeks to get the balls to do this, to be honest. And she struck at me the first couple of days, but I somehow I tamed her. I started out with gloves and all that stuff. Now I got pretty gutsy. What are you saying? Secondhand. Oh man, my screen got giant. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. Let me fix my screen. I lost my screen. Hold on, guys. Shit. I lost my screen. How do I get my screen back? Hold on. Oh, crap. Okay. I'll keep talking while I change batteries. Looks like I have to change batteries to change my screen here. Okay. So anyway, so let's talk about Omega. Man, I'm loving all of the Omega offerings. I can't tell you. I mean, it's so much fun to go into the Omega store and there isn't anything that isn't appealing in there. Like everything in there looks good. You know what I mean? Does anybody else feel that way when they go into Omega? Do you guys have an Omega boutique next to you? Do you ever go in there and realize, oh my God, like everything in here looks so good? It's crazy. You know, to be honest, it's not like that when you walk in a Rolex. Come on, work. It's this thing. I got to get this thing to work. Here, go up here for a minute while I get this working. What about you, Robert? What have you picked up? I know you love Omega. You've got a couple of Omegas. Have you gotten anything? Or are you still not buying anything? Still a little strapped because of the new kids. I'm starting to feel that pressure too. But so I did ask him about the Ed White. You know, I'm on a list for an Ed White now that I got my Snoopy. I've been on the Ed White list the same day I got on the Snoopy. I was on the Ed White list. But he told me, man, you know, he said, you better relax on that one. That one's not going to come as easy as the Snoopy did for you. As if it came easy. Oh, man, it looks like my contraption here doesn't work no more. Okay, I'm going to have to bail out and come back in. Hold on. Okay, that was the only way to fix that. All right, I'm back. Thomas. Yeah, we go to Knott's Berry Farm all the time. They go a lot more than I do. I've got to take my mobility scooter and go around the park like Grandpa. But we do go. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, this is the Knott's Berry Farm watch. And I haven't had a chance to go to Knott's Berry Farm since I've acquired this watch either. But, you know, Knott's Berry Farm is the home of Snoopy and Peanuts, right? That's That's where everything's at. How you doing, Thomas, huh? Oh, you just ordered a white python strap. Oh, that's cold. Oh man, yeah, I guess it looks like I probably won't be doing any snake skin straps over here on this neck of the woods, right? I don't think I would be doing that. I'm not one of those pro animal freaks or nothing. As a matter of fact, I just happened into this. My son found a turtle in our alley, so we adopted a turtle, and I built a grand cage for the turtle. And I built a cage that was grander than the turtle. And I said, well, we might as well get something else to stick in here. What do you guys want? And we went back and forth with this and that stuff. And nobody really wanted anything, to be honest. My littlest one wanted me to get a snake. So I said, okay, I'd go for a snake, as long as they're low maintenance, because I've got a bad spine and I can't take care of things. And these things don't require any maintenance. So, hey, they eat twice a month. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I'm literally using savings when I buy a watch, and that's, but you know how it is. I mean, you're going to use your savings, right? Because the watch is an investment more than, if it's anything, it's an investment. If you're not going to get it, you got to get it, right? I mean, they called me and said, this watch is in. You're going to find the money to get this watch. Even if you can't afford it for fun, then it's going to turn into an investment now, right? So initially, it wasn't an investment, but now it is. I think a couple of I think the only two pieces to be honest, I never looked at any of my pieces as investment pieces. Probably not until I really can't afford them much anymore. So I kind of am looking at my two FP Journes as investment pieces, to be honest. The two FP Journes that I'll get, the Havana and the Chronometra Blue, I have no doubt, if I have to, those will cover some of the kids' college semesters, right? I just hope that I don't have to go there, but they're there for that. They'll be there for that if I need them. Oh, beautiful. Good idea. If you could live in one of them and rent the other one out, that would be ideal. Lee, not made any purchases lately on timepieces, but a couple of nice Benchmade knives. Oh, okay. I've got one Benchmade. Matter of fact, now you make me want to see where it's at, so I make sure I didn't lose it. Sometimes you don't touch these things for a while. You don't know where the hell they go. It's like I'm saying right now. Probably you don't know where the hell it's at. Crap. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen it in a long time. Things have a tendency to walk away, man. Things have a tendency to walk away. I don't know why. Damn, now you're going to get me looking for my Benchmade knife all day today. Where did that go? Anyway, so the Ed White. Yeah, I mean, the Ed White's got the 321 in it. And I asked the Omega boutique manager what his thoughts were on on the Snoopy, for instance. Why didn't they harp back and make the Snoopy a caliber, an homage caliber in this Snoopy 50th anniversary, right? Like, why didn't they go back and make a handcrafted 861, for example? You know what I mean? That would have been pretty cool if they did something like that, don't you think? Rather than just making it with whatever caliber's in here. I don't even know what caliber's in here. It's a modern caliber, you know. But what do you guys think about that? That they should have done something with that, right? Being that they already had that concept in their mind that the Ed White is a 321, you know. So that really excites me about the Ed White, you know, the motor ticking inside it. So I think that would be that's a great Speedmaster for a collector, you know. You know, or if you could find the transitional like that, like the one that I have, I suggest you pick one up before people really catch on as to what they are. You know what I mean? The Speedmaster that I have. Oh, that's my Patek. Where's my Speedmaster? So we'll just go over this real quick again. So this watch here is an 861, but it has the Steel Omega logo on it. See that? It has the Steel Omega logo on it. So basically this is an 861 in a 321 case. And that's what they transitioned into. So when they came out with the 861, they put the 861 motor in a 321 case. However, they found out that when they come to apply the metal Omega logo and they come to insert it, it wouldn't go in all the way. So it wouldn't sit all the way. One of the pins was being obstructed by the new 861 motor in the back, where it wasn't being obstructed before by the 321. So they had to hand file the pin that was too long now in order to get that Omega logo to sit properly on the dial face for application. So they only did that for X number of weeks, literally. They literally only did that for a few number of weeks. They don't know how many weeks. 3 weeks, 6 weeks, at the most 8 or 9 weeks. Okay. Then they decided we're going to just paint that logo on there rather than correct the issue for a metal applied logo. Okay. So you have the cheaper down 861 with the painted logo on it. So none of those are transitions. None of those are transitionals. Like they're all advertised to be, and everybody talks about them being transitionals. They're all wrong. They're just totally wrong. The only transitional is the one that has that 321 metal logo, and it has a production date of just 3 to 9 weeks. And I can tell you, I can verify that production date. How? Because I have the archives on this one. So you can use my papers to reference when that period of 3 to 9 weeks may have been, as opposed to guessing or taking somebody else's word for it. My paperwork tells you when that period is, which is right here. On and around April 17, 1969. April 17, 1969 So somewhere between March, April, and May of 1969, that's when the transitional pieces were made, and only for that period only. So basically what I'm saying is if it doesn't have paperwork that matches this time period in addition, then it's not a transitional. And if you ask me, to me, hands down, without any doubt, any question in my mind, this makes this watch, to me, way more desirable than any 321 that could be out there. And in my opinion, more valuable. So that's what I think. That's really what I think. So isn't that a cool production date to have on your Omega Moonwatch? April 17, 69. What a date. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the printed logo at all. Like not at all. I'm not a fan of it. I just don't understand why. Well, we know why they did it, but it was a cheap move. It was a move. Maybe it wasn't being cheap. Maybe it was just a matter of they needed to get the watch done and produced, and they didn't know what else to do. I mean, honestly, it could have been just a straight manufacturing call. We got orders for this watch. The damn logo doesn't fit. Johnny, I told you once or twice, let's just paint the damn thing on there. Okay, Mac, we're going to do it. The words came down. Let's just paint them on there, and then that's what they did, And apparently, from what I read on Fratello watches, they had X number. They had a couple of crates. They had a crate left of the logos. So they only did as many of those watches as they had left of the logos. Okay? So they had one or two crates left of the metal logos, and they decided we'll run them as many as we have, that we have, so these logos don't get wasted. We're going to use them. Bingo, bango. And you have your transitional was born, So, yeah. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that good Lord, I paid $2,100 just for that bracelet. That's the part that makes me scared to wear it the most, is the bracelet. It just they're so delicate. These dang bracelets are so delicate. You could even see there's a kink in it right there, and there's like nothing you can do. That's just how they are. This is in superior quality too. Very superior quality, this flat link blade bracelet. I know, Thomas. You're a watch head when you gotta spend $2,000 on a freaking flat link bracelet. The only thing that disappoints me, but what can you do? Is that the bracelet is stamped 1971. It's stamped in there 71, and the watch is 69. So, like you said, it's period correct, not to the year, but it is my birth year, 71. So, in a way, it makes this sort of like a birth year watch to me, halfway. Man, I got to keep an eye on this snake. He'll take off on me without me realizing it. I had a couple of close calls already. One time, I turned around and he wasn't there. I shit you not. I turned around and he was not there. And I freaked out. I had a freak out. I just randomly started looking everywhere, and I shit you not, he was halfway over the fence. I seen his tail on the fence line, and he was halfway over the neighbor's fence, man. Oh my God, what was I doing? So I've learned my lesson a couple of times, man. That isn't the first time that happened. If I ain't keeping my eye on him, then he's got to be locked up. But we had the Anaheim Reptile Expo here a few weeks ago, and we went there. I took the kids there, and I ended up picking him up from the expo. I did invite the wonderful rancher on, but he's hard at work defending people in the crazy justice system we have. So hopefully, if I do these more often, maybe we'll get the rancher back on here. What do you think? We love the rancher, and I've wanted to do a show on his new watch, that fancy watch he's picked up. But the one time I asked him to do it, he wasn't available, and I just haven't been able to do a show since. I got to tell you, my spine condition it's 10 out of 10. It is so bad. It's incredibly bad. I'm so debilitated. I spend more than half my day in bed just from pain. It's crazy. It's nothing like it was before when I used to come on here at all. It's a whole new level. And as a matter of fact, next week I'm going for new MRIs and injections and all those things to try to give it another go at some comfort. So what else is going on? So the watches have been really exciting. I mean, the Rolex especially. I mean, Rolex has really been kicking butt, haven't they? Now I'll tell you one thing, Robert. Sort of. I mean, I love my car, and it's fun when I take it out. And look, I'm gonna pick a car. I picked the right car. Yada yada yada, all of that. But I kind of regret buying it because I can't drive the damn thing. I've had it for a year and a half, and I've only put 7,000 miles on it. I haven't even put 7,000 miles on it. I've put like 6,800 miles on the car in a year and a half. And every week, my phone's dinging with the battery alert. Battery's dying. Fucking pisses me off. And, and so I'm making big payments on a car that I can't really drive much. But I tell you, when I do drive it, I have fun. But it was a big outlay, man. It was a big outlay. I ain't gonna lie. It was a big outlay, man. It was like buying a couple of Patek Philippe's. But hey, I guess on the other hand, to look at it, it'll have a lot of resale value, 5-10 years, and it's got no miles on it. Somebody will want to pick it up, right? So yeah, the watches they've been knocking them out. Well, I don't know if they've all been knocking them out of the park. It's been Rolex has just been knocking them out of the park. Rolex has just been kicking ass, man. That green Sky Dweller. I think Bud's picked that up, actually, the green Sky Dweller, if I'm not mistaken. But the Rolex watches have just been to die for. I mean, what's Detroit, man? What's your favorite new release from Rolex? I mean, of all the people in here to ask that question, you're the man, bro. Like, you got one hell of a collection, and you're always posting, and you're really into it. I mean, what is your favorite? I have a feeling you're gonna say that green Sky Dweller, but what is your favorite one that's come out as of late? They've just got too many. Patek Philippe too has been really killing it. Let me see. Let me go back to what I like to do, pulling up the Rolex site. Let's pull up the Rolex site. I just took my meds, so I should be okay for a minute. We'll go for a little longer. Let's see here. I haven't been on their website in quite a while myself either. What about that new Daytona? I know you're going to try to get that one, right? Who's going to be the first to get that one? I hope they call Bud and offer that watch to him. You think Bud's going to get to pick this one up right here? You got to think about that one. There's a lot of good ones, right? I mean, you could say this one. Is it the new Daytona? I mean, it'd be hard to not say the new Daytona, right? But that's kind of like too obvious at the same time. The rose gold blue dial sky dweller. Nice. That one right there. The one they're showing on the screen is the one you got. Beautiful. And I take it that was probably a new release since it's up on the screen right there. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. I'm not a fan of that 1908. I'll pass on that one. This one I like. Now that's the one that Bud always knew that I liked this one, but to get this one, you had to get a discontinued model, and it used to be on leather. So now they have this face on a rubber strap. This is a good one right here. If I was going to get a Sky Dweller, I'd want to get this sporty one right here. I love the black and white face style of the Sky Dweller. This is, in my opinion, this is the nicest looking dial of the Sky Dweller, the nicest looking color scheme. I love this one. But when the green one, it just looks crazy on like Instagram posts. Oh man, that's the one. I'd love to wear that one to the beach. That Sky Dweller. That's a great looking beach watch, to be honest. That would actually be a really cool like tuxedo watch, you know, James Bond style, 007 style. So they've gone to decorating their pieces now, haven't they? They've gotten a lot more fancy on their mechanisms, haven't they? They make them a lot prettier, don't they? I wonder if this has to do with the Daytona being open case back now. So are they taking a new take on watch building, you know, in the sense that going forward, they're going to pay attention to aesthetics, internal aesthetics, as much as they do external aesthetics, right? Because they don't know, maybe the designers have been told, look, going forward, we don't know which watches we may want to construct an open case back as we did with the Daytona. And that being the case, maybe they're just in general gonna make that, you know, metamorphose into into better internal aesthetics, right? Does that make sense? What do you think about the Bubbles watch? Is that what this is? Is this a Bubbles watch? Color bubbles or what? I like it. I think it's fun. I think the color selection was good in the sense that they didn't go rainbowy colors to make it where anybody could say, "Oh, that's like the LGBTQ watch or something." They didn't. It can't be harped on that way at all. It's the colors are legit. I would wear that. You know what I mean? I like it. It's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of like a 60s polka dot. I mean, I could see Austin Powers wearing this watch in one of his funky suits in one of his movies, right? Wouldn't that be absolute? Effervescent. That's a good word for it. It's effervescent. Featuring bubbles of different sizes, fringed with black. Oh, are they fringed with black? I see that. Right? Well, sure. They need to have some kind of a border. Candy pink, turquoise blue, yellow, coral red, and green. That's kind of cool. Oh, see what I mean here about the aesthetics? This is a closed cased watch, but wouldn't that be beautiful to have an open cased that looks like this with the red color wheels? Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, let's not lie. That looks better than most open cased watch brands have now, right? I mean, compare this to, I don't know, I'm going to throw a couple of names out there, but some of the lower tier open case back watches. Right? Man, I've been a little bit out of the game for for a while. I need to familiarize myself with these calibers and all the technicalities again. So we got a 2232 and a 3230. So the 2232 is the smaller motor, which is the prettier one here, right? And the 3230 is the larger motor that goes in the 41 millimeter, which is probably what you're going to see in a lot of your other watches as well. Okay. 70-hour power reserve. Wow. You like that? So on the caliber 3230, the 41 millimeter, the power reserve has been extended from 55 to 70 hours. That's substantial. That's quite substantial. Okay, I like this. I like this. We're gonna explore. We're gonna learn a little bit about some of the new Rolex watches together. So hang out a little bit if you want to hang out with me and do that. Hey, what's up? Misan. What's going on? Oh, is that what they are? They're all the dial colors of the new OP41s combined into one. Oh, that's an interesting thing they did there. Super interesting. Oh, okay, nice. Your girl's gonna get that watch. Good. Neo recently got that one. Got it. The Explorer 40, the one to the left there, is the one you're interested in. I see, yeah. My Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit. Okay. So this was one you watch here in this category they're showing, right? Okay, let me back out of here. So this is the original Mount Everest watch. Although I think there's some dispute about that, but so this is the new 40 millimeter model. Enhanced legibility. Polished flanks, satin finishes on the middle of the case. Man, that is just sharp looking, right? I mean, sharp. You know what's good about this watch? It's wearing a Rolex without spitting it in everybody's face. You know what I mean? You want to wear a Rolex, but you want to be cool, and you know, your 9 to 5 job, you don't want to flex, but you don't want to wear a Rolex because it's 9 hours a day you're working. It's the whole time you're awake. You want to wear a Rolex. So, but you don't have to wear a Timex. You can wear a Rolex, right? Besides all the other reasons it's good. The fact that it's low key. I'll tell you what's another great thing about it is it's probably, although I might be jumping the gun when I say this, it's probably easier to get than any of the other watches. But that might be a lie. I mean, I wonder if I just walk into any Rolex boutique right now, could I walk in and order this and get it within 10 days? Or do they have it? $7,700, right? That's fair, right? That's like JLC reversal prices. Is that fair or not? That's fair to walk in. That's what you would expect to walk in a Rolex, spend on a Rolex watch, and walk out. Man, that's a great price. You know, for anybody who needs to get into a Rolex, and that's the one, man, right there. To be honest, now that I look at the price, I'll doubt you'd be able to get this one because of the price. It's probably waitlisted beyond belief. You know what I mean? I mean, I like it. What's not to like? Gotcha. Good luck with that. Good luck. But you know what I mean, right? Because of the price point and the limited availability on all the other pieces. Who knows? You might not be able to get it like I think. Let's check out this video. Is this a video? Following his historic ascent with Tenzing Norgay Sherpa in 1953, mountaineer and explorer Sir Edmund Hillary created the Himalayan Trust Foundation, now directed by his son Peter, also an experienced mountaineer. The foundation has built 2 hospitals, 12 rural clinics, 28 schools, and clean water systems to help the Sherpa people. It has been supported by the Rolex family since 2012. Very cool. Let's check out that Daytona. So is it a platinum? It's an nice dial. So this is a platinum Daytona? It looks to be that way, doesn't it? 60th anniversary.
There is a race none can win. No matter your skill or execution.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
No matter how hard you try. But if instead of looking to win, you approach it differently. If you control everything you can, while accepting anything you can't. If you disregard any and all opposition, focusing solely on your own way. If, whenever you need to, you don't hesitate to restart the clock. And leave to others the counting of its seconds. You may come to realize that, actually, it never was a race to begin with. And if it isn't a race, then you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The Cosmograph Daytona.
On versions with the Cerachrome bezel in ceramic, the bezel is edged with the same metal as the case. Okay. It's a good mental note to make, which wasn't the case before. Wait a minute. Redesigned middle case. Got it. So that middle ring, the middle ring on the inside of the bezel, instead of always being stainless, may now be white gold or platinum, whereas before it was always stainless. You follow? That's the ring they're talking about right here in the middle. This one. This ring. There's a ring right here on the inside of the glass. On the outside of the glass. The edge. Oh, so it is platinum. See, the platinum one is the transparent case back. On the version in the 950 platinum, recognizable by its ice blue dial, the oscillating weight is made from 18 karat yellow gold and is visible through the transparent case back in sapphire, a first for the OP collection. So there's what we're looking at. Caliber 4131 chronograph.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yellow gold and steel. I mean, that's cool, you know? I mean, everybody was asking for this for years, right? I mean, at least for the last few years, people have asked for it. So this is a new movement. 4131 replacing 4130. Including a new quote-unquote chronergy escapement. Quote-unquote Rolex's Paraflex shock absorbers. And some kind of new optimized ball bearing. A new aesthetic for the brand, cut out oscillating weight, and on the bridges, an exclusive Rolex Côte de Genève decoration, a reinterpretation of an iconic finishing in traditional Swiss watchmaking. Oh, that was interesting how it did that. Oh, how cool is that? I scrolled down and it zoomed me out to look at the finishing. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh, wow. So does that make it worth it, boys? For all the horology experts out there, look at that finishing now. Look at that. No, take a pause for a moment there, but look at that quality finishing. If that truly is, I mean, I understand this is computer animated right here, but I'm sure it's going to be representative of the quality, because Rolex's quality finishing is always super fine like that, isn't it? Super fine. Man, I like that. I like that a lot. What is this, though? Oh my God, look at this one. Wow. Holy moly, look at those subdials. Get the F out of here. What? Look at those semi-Paul Newman subdials. Oh, I like those better. And the black on black just looks so amazing. Look at that. So what is this? A 100th anniversary 24-hour Le Mans version, crafted in 18 karat white gold, ceramic black bezel, the number 100 in red ceramic. Where's that at? Oh man. White counters whose graphic design is inspired by traditional Rolex dial. The case is fitted with transparent back. It's got a transparent case back also. An exclusive movement, which allows the hour of the chronograph function to be counted over 24 hours instead of the modal's usual 12? What? Oh my God, look at that. A 24-hour subdial. Holy shit. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. And not only did they do that, the oscillating weight for this one is an 18 karat gold, whereas on the other platinum transparent case back, it's 14 karat gold. So they even upped the carats on the oscillator. Isn't that crazy? And to top it off, they used the correct word, ensure. Look at that. Rolex, the art of perfection. Wow. That is the best Rolex watch in production in the last 20 years, right here. That's it. And it's all because of that dial. Honestly, that dial and that 24-hour function. Oh man, that dial and motor, all about that. This is crazy. Man, this watch is just crazy amazing. Wow. $51,400. I mean, if you ask me, that's a steal. Good luck getting it. There's no way you'd ever get that piece. Jeez. Imagine trying to get this piece. Good Lord. Good Lord. Hi. I'd like to order the 24-hour Cosmograph Daytona. I'll pay for it in full. They'll laugh at you. They'll just laugh at you. You could pay for it all day long, buddy. You could even give us a premium. Goodness gracious. Wow. I mean, they just hit it out of the park with this one. I mean, this is the best looking chronograph on the market. Wow. I think it's so cool that they stepped it up to a 24-hour subdial too. Isn't that just that's more than icing on the cake. That's the cake. That's just crazy. I think the icing on the cake is that they made those semi-traditional Newman dials. And then if you want to go further, more icing on the cake would be the transparent case back. And even further, the Red 100 would be icing on the cake. Or even further, the fact that they came out with some special Daytona. But the whole cake is that 24-hour subdial. Jesus. Okay. On that note, I can't top that. We'll end this discussion on a high note with this beautiful, gorgeous watch before us. And with that said, thank you for joining. Give me a thumbs up on the way out. If you're watching this recorded, thank you for watching this recorded. Give us a thumbs up. And we'll try to do some more watch talks. You know, I got a little bit of inspiration with my Snoopy coming in. A little spinal inspiration, I suppose. And we'll see if we can get some of the boys online on the weekend when they're not working. All right. Laters, everybody. Take care. Adios, amigos. Have a beautiful rest of your week.